Meantime, we kind of teased this for you a few moments ago before we went to the last commercial break, but here in North Carolina, Governor Josh Stein just made an address regarding the very first meeting of what's being called the Gang Prevention and Intervention Task Force. This is part of the Governor's Crime Commission, and the Governor's office saying this is an ongoing effort here to try to keep North Carolinians safe and look at violence prevention strategies. So just a few moments ago, we wish we could have brought this to you live, but we did have all that breaking news we're keeping an eye on when this was going on. So just moments ago, we had the governor here speaking. Let's listen in to his thoughts here on this task force and what they hope to do.
Every North Carolinian should be safe and should feel safe. And anything we can do to prevent violence from happening, we should do. I've charged this group of folks, and there are folks from all kinds of backgrounds here. We've got law enforcement, we've got prosecutors, we have educators, we've got community-involved people who do this work on a daily basis to tackle the questions about what can we do to make it less likely a young person would ever join a gang. And then for those who have, what can we do to make it more likely that they will take a safe path away from the gang? Because it is obviously not in their interest to be involved in crime, and certainly not our interest either.
Yeah, you mentioned that juvenile gang crime is up nearly 50% in the last 5 years. What do you attribute that to?
A lot of it had to do with COVID. There were a big spike in crime during COVID. Young people were very disconnected. They were disconnected from schooling. They were disconnected from the economy. And we've seen a decline in the last couple of years. That's good. And what we need to do, and what I'm asking this group to do, is to push that curve down faster and quicker so that we have even less crime. Do you have any other questions?
Okay. I'll ask another question. There's a lot of commissions that get together,
yep.
And a lot of the times it's just meetings about meetings about meetings. Why should the community, trust this group to come up with solutions?
This stakeholder group has every perspective that is relevant at the table. And so what I trust that they will do is bring their expertise and their experience to come up with real solutions, evidence-based solutions that can make a difference. And if they are strong solutions, I will champion them every day where I need to. Some of the solutions can be adopted by a local police department or local town or county. Some of the solutions may need legislation. In that case, I will work with legislators of both parties to pass laws to keep us safer.
I'm sorry I was late. You probably already answered this. Do you have any general response to the news about the redistricting session next week?
The legislature is supposed to work for the people. They should be not abusing their power and using it to take away the people's power. Voters should choose their representatives, not the other way around. So we have a General Assembly that's failed to pass a budget. I think the only state in the country where that's the case. They failed to pay law enforcement, the topic of today's meeting. They failed to pay our teachers salaries of their worth. They have failed to fully fund Medicaid. And now they're failing the voters by taking their power away from, taking the voters' power away from themselves to give it to the General Assembly so they can choose who our representatives are. It is ridiculous. Is the theory that they're going to redistrict every 2 years until they get the exact right congressional delegation that they wish? It should be the voters who choose their representatives, not the other way around.